was work today?
It was fine. It was good.
I mean, it was fine. I mean, like, there wasn't anything special. I mean, it was good. I mean, work was fine.
I know what you're thinking. Well, you're probably not thinking it. You're probably thinking it out loud. You're probably saying it. That's what that's called. Well, here, I guess it depends on how you're seeing this. If you're seeing this and Kyle Lahonen is looking at you in your face, you're watching this. This is what you call a video podcast. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. Some of you might not be watching it. Some of you might just be listening to the old pod, which is fine. That's just fine and dandy. Hold on. We're at a video podcast right now. Tell me, I have a little stand. I probably should take it off the little stand. I could hold it in my little hand. Hey, we're using a camera. I'm inside this time. I got my podcast setup going on right here. I got some stuff behind me. Hey, if you want to see the stuff behind me, tune into the video podcast. This will be uploaded. I do have a few videos up. They're still just the audio, just a picture of me is up there and just the old logo, but not the old logo, the current logo. It's up. But if you want to see some set pieces behind me, I got some stuff. I'll show you. Fine, I'll give you the old rundown. This says MKE, and it's got a little. I don't know if you can see it. It's got a little skyline down there. Pretty much to rep the city that I'm from. And there's a guitar right there. Guitar does not have any strings, and then there's a just old beer canvas photo back there that you would see in like a bar or something. Found that at a fucking thrift shop. Shout out Goodwill. This is episode number 12. We are working towards a lot. We are in the double digits now. We've been in the double digits for a few episodes now. And I'm happy. I'm pretty happy that I've actually had some consistent listeners. I'm low-key, let's do some live stats. Now that like I can hear, I can look at the camera, I can like talk. I've been looking at the camera. If you honest to God, watch it on YouTube if you want to see my beautiful face and my beautiful set piece behind me. Watch it on YouTube. It's going to be put up on Kyle Lahonen. That's my current YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel for Work Was Fine. Doesn't have enough like traction necessarily yet for me to use it. I would love to use it, and I just necessarily don't want it I don't want to use it until I have enough viewers for it to be beneficial. So right now I have more subscribers on my YouTube channel, so I'm just going to post it on my YouTube channel and see what I get from there. My current stats is what we're going to be looking at for this, just because I want to know. I don't care if you don't care. I care. I'm excited. I guess while I'm signing in here, I just posted a YouTube video. Haven't posted a YouTube video in a minute, which is so pretty exciting because I don't know. It's been a while since I posted a YouTube video. It's like a little vlog sort of thing, and I plan on making a lot more. So let's see what we are doing here. Let's go through analytics. I'm using RSS.com, which is what I do for my podcast hosting pod thing. Low-key in the last 30 days, 19 listens, all-time 413. RAS, don't know what that means. There's 7 of those. Whatever RAS means, I got 7. My current, so let's low-key go from top to bottom. My most recent episode, number 11, is at the bottom with 12 total downloads, which is fine because you know what? 12 is better than what? Say it with me now. 11 or 10 or 9 or 8 or 7 or 6 or 5 or 4, 3 or 2, 1. Actually, it's been pretty solid. I'm actually pretty proud of that. My current most viewed one is number 1. You got to start somewhere, which is still true. You got to start somewhere. It's been about almost a year. Wait, 365. Dude, we're a few months away from me doing this for a year. And I only have 12 episodes. That's like a episode a month. Who's doing that? Who's fucking the guy who's doing that? I mean, nobody's fucking the guy that's doing that. I mean, nobody, low key. Everyone Should Love Christmas Music is sitting at number 2, episode number 8. And then number 3 is Halloween Special with my first guest. That is still one of my favorite episodes with my cousin Dylan. And I'm gonna go and visit them soon. I'll get into that. So what pushed me to do a podcast today? What pushed me to put the camera in front of my face and say, fuck it, Kyle. We're going to do another podcast because we can do that. I was watching TikToks not like 10 minutes ago, and I was thinking, like I want to make some content because I love making content. So I pulled out my camera, I did this. Also, I was watching a channel on TikTok, or channel, whatever, account. And it's just very interesting. It's called what's her name? Kate Max. She you can tell that she just likes running, and she's like, how can I make content out of this but be different? So what her content is obviously she's running, and then she's like meeting up with these content creators, these not celebrities. Maybe at some point she'll get to celebrities, but she's interviewing them while they're going on a run. She's like, oh, well, let's run for like 4 miles and I'll buy you a pair of shoes or something, and then you just answer these questions. And then it's an interview. It's essentially an interview while they're running, which is something that I've never seen before, and it's very like comedians in cars getting coffee sort of vibe, where they're just like, it's sort of a quick interview sort of thing, like doing just something that everybody does, or just doing something that's very relatable. And she just tried to make it her own. She was like, fuck, I want to interview these people. She's like, I want to do this, I want to do that. How can I make it my own? And she did it. And she made it her own, and I respect it. How many followers does she have? Oh, I'm so sorry. Did you hear that? That was her. She's just over 500,000, which is good. And she just interviewed Jason Nash, was the one that I just watched. Shout out Jason Nash. I can taking my hat off. I'm wearing my Dobrik's hat. It's the hat that I oh dude, what's the hat? I bet that's the hat that I got from David Dobrik's pizza place. If you listen to my LA, if you listen to my episode where I visited LA, you would see that hat. That's I mean, you would hear about that? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I just figured that's so interesting to me. So I just wanted to comment on how I think that's so cool that somebody's starting to do that, and it's something that I strive to do, not necessarily run, because I like to run. I'll run once or twice, but I won't do it a lot. And then it just makes like, oh, how can I do something that's like different from everybody else? How can I like make content that's different? Did I zoom out or zoom in? How can I be the guy that's making content that's different from everybody else? So that's why I posted a new vlog recently. It's not different from everybody else. It's actually very like the style that I like. I don't want to say copied because I didn't copy anything. I sort of mimicked is Ryan Trahan. Ryan Trahan is like a giant inspiration who I watch every single one of his videos, and the way he ends a video is just so like cool to me. Like his most recent video was like he like tested like Yelp reviews, went around the country and then just tested the worst Yelp reviews. To travel, to be able to travel and do all that stuff is just so cool to me, because he just gets to travel and do whatever he wants. He gets to travel and like, oh, I did this, and like Ryan Trahan's like biggest like thing is like he created the Penny series, right? And if you don't know what the Penny series is he starts with a penny and he goes around to like other countries. Well, in the last case, he just did countries. Last year, he did states, traveled across the entire U.S. on just one penny, and then he just sort of made income off of that. Very interesting. He did it for an entire month, about like 30 videos, day. Like you don't have to watch the whole thing, but it's crazy. Like it's just crazy, and it inspires me to want to do stuff like that. So because like these videos are like episodic. Like these videos that Ryan Trahan is making is episodic, not necessarily his most recent one, but like he has like series where like they're sort of episodic videos, and they always end like on a good note, on like a cool little like music sting, and then that's when you like have the ending, and then like it just feels so motivational. It feels so like I don't know, it just feels cool. And then it makes me want to do stuff like that, because like, oh dude, it speaks to me, which sounds kind of weird, but it speaks to me and I'm inspired by it, and it just makes me want to do stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm getting at. My YouTube video is basically a copy of Ryan Trahan. If like, shout out Ryan Trahan, I'm like not trying to copy you at all, because I don't want to steal the way you do, but like I just wanted work, and I wanted to have that sort of ethic and just honestly like have that sort of like job. It's wild that I have had this mindset for so long, but it's so hard for me to like actually like put together a YouTube video. But I think it's because like, I mean, I have these ideas, but I never workshop them with people. And I've been listening to What's the podcast I've been listening to a lot every once in a while? I'm gonna look it up because I want to actually like shout them out just in case like you have like you like I don't know, just like I'm always have like always make content. I always want to do this. I've literally been thinking about it since I was a junior in high school. Since I've been making YouTube videos. Not that they're like good, but they're YouTube videos. So what's the show? Show me all. I'm just scrolling through my Facebook. Colin and Samir. The Colin and Samir show, they have a YouTube channel, and then they also have a podcast, which is essentially just the audio of their YouTube channel, which is still really good. Still, I listen to it like when I'm at work or I listen to it on the way home. I really wish I was like in a couch. I gotta make this set. I gotta make this a genuine set, and I gotta put like a fucking couch in the corner here. I gotta keep my camera in the corner, and I just gotta chill on the couch and just talk on the couch because that's what I feel like. Because I'm like, my feet are up on the chair. I'm just vibing right now. I was talking about Colin and Samir and how they talked. It's like it's a good idea to this. I think Ryan Trahan does this too, is to workshop ideas back and forth, and it's like that's good in like all genres of like content creation. That's good in the idea of like comedy in the style of literally anything, just workshopping stuff back and forth, just sitting with somebody that you trust, that you know might have good ideas, and you just workshop this, and then and then a good idea will come out of it. Sitting alone with somebody being like, all right, I had this idea. They're like, all right, I had this idea. And then you talk back and forth and you're like, okay, this is something that we should create off of this. I don't have that space. Not that like nobody I know can provide that. It's just that I just don't take the time and effort, which is insane. Cause like I have the drive. I literally watch YouTube videos all the time, and I've literally had this drive since I was a junior in fucking high school, but I don't actually like sit down and like try. But it's wild that like I've made YouTube video, and I love making YouTube videos. I love editing them. I love when it like works out. I love being creative. Like that's why I make a podcast. That's why I try my best to like make YouTube videos. I do what I want in the idea that like that's the end goal. That's the end result, is so I can do what I want. One day it'll work out for me. One day I'll make something out of it. I know I will. I got to write down. Just got to like manifest it. Not in this. Not like I've said like shit about manifesting before, but like not in like the cringy like double moons Aries bullshit. It's just like the idea of like putting something out into the universe in just like you say it. Like, I'm going to do this, and you write it down, and then you see it every day. I'm going to do this. I'm going to write this down. I want to do this. I want to accomplish this. Obviously, achievable goals. Obviously, something that is possible. Not literally something that's insane, but something that's very possible to achieve. And something that you just know that you can do at some point in your life. You write those down. You're like, I want to have this done by the end of this year. I need to do that. I need to take my own advice, and I need to sit down and I need to write down goals that I want to do. I need to write down like ideas that I have and be like, all right, I want to do this. I want to make sure this is the case, and I want to have it done by the end of the month, or maybe not month, maybe the year, but anything. So, Mike, you will be seeing a lot more of Kyle Honan. If you follow Kyle Honan on YouTube, please do. If you are interested in anything that I'm doing. I've posted a video just recently. Just because this is also like, I don't know, I did like try to build a set. I have like in the past tried to build sets before, quote unquote build, just fucking putting shit on the wall, but like try to build sets and like sit down at them and try to record. It's just so hard. But I didn't, so I haven't done that. And what I was saying is I had a set that I built, and I had a whole thing that like I was going to put together and sit down and do like at a fucking table and everything. I'm sitting right now, like you can't see it, but I'm currently sitting at a TV tray table that you would sit and eat and watch like America's Got Talent on a Sunday night. Like that's what I'm sitting at right now. Like, but I put it in here because it's just an empty room, because like we're in the process of moving. Like that's just a little snippet of my life. My family and I are in the process of moving. My parents are moving to Tennessee. And guess who's taking over the old humble abode? Ya boy, that's me, Kyle Honan. I'm currently trying to take over. I'm not trying to take over. I am renting out my parents' house, where I will be very, very, very soon once my mom is officially out the door. She's not out the door yet. She will be very soon. And then I'm just taking over the house, and I'm like, fuck. How can I like make content out of this? Like, so like there's this like interesting quote from Mr. Beast where he's like, I wanted to like I don't know. He said something like, how he wants to sit down and watch like the whole like Naruto series, and it's like 900 episodes or something. He's like, how can I like make money while I'm doing this? So he literally was like, I can count and watch TV at the same time. So he records himself while he's watching the show, and he just sits there and he counts to like 1 million or something. Well, probably not 1 million, that's a big number, but like a couple thousand, whatever. He's like, how can I make money off of something that's happening in my life? And he did. And like now he's Mr. Beast. Like I don't even have to tell a story. Like you know who it is. Like I can say it to anybody in the world. I can say it to some Guatemalan kid who's literally living in a shack. And sorry to not, people in Guatemala probably have great homes. I'm just saying, but the one who's living in a shack, he probably fucking knows who Mr. Beast is. To him, it's probably not Mr. Beast. It's probably fucking Senor Beast. I don't know. But it's just, that's sort of the mindset I want to have where like, what's happening in my life? What can I do to like, not necessarily even make money off of it, but in like make content out of it, get something out of it to where like, cause it's not that I'm forcing myself to do this. I love this. I love sitting in front of camera. I love talking. I love to just be creative and put something on editing and just, I don't know. It's just something that I love to do, and it's something that I strive to be. So that's what I'm doing with this move is I'm going to end up, I had the idea I'm going to make my house into a bachelor pad because I have this whole fucking house, just me. I've been trying to get roommates. If you're listening to this podcast and you need a place to live and you live in the Milwaukee area, DM me. And like, part of me's kidding, but part of me's not. If you're serious, because nobody wants to live with me. It's very hard to find a roommate. But if I'm just kidding. A little bit. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a little bit of notifications. But it's the sense of like, where are we? How am I gonna? It's just the sense of like how am I gonna make content out of this? So I'm like, I'm gonna make this house into a bachelor pad. Which sounds kind of cringe. Is that cringe to say? But whatever. I'm gonna make this house like my house. Like it's been my parents' house for 23 years, probably longer. Like I'm gonna make this my house, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it, and I don't know what exactly that's gonna be. Is it just putting decorations up? Is it like rearranging the fucking place? I don't know, but I'm gonna record the whole thing. Like once it's official, like I already have one video down where I like put lights up in my backyard and I called it redoing my backyard, which was kind of like, I kind of bullshitted that because like, I was like, oh, I'm going to make this whole backyard cool. And it's like, I put lights up. That's what I did. But I mean, at least I recorded it. At least I made something out of it. I'm not like mad that like I didn't do anything more. I could have done something more, but like I just wanted to get something out there because I've actually been gaining a little bit of subscribers on my YouTube channel recently because of the fact I've been posting like little, I don't like calling them comedy sketches. It sounds weird, but like little comedy things, little funny little ha-has that I think are funny. I haven't recorded one in like a week, so I probably should get on that. But I'm a little busy, which I'll get into soon. This month I'm fucking packed. I will literally barely be in my house essentially all month. I will not be in my house, but that'll be a different. I'll talk about talk about that in a second. I currently, I do plan on recording a lot more of this. And once I get into the actual process of changing stuff in this house and making it my own and putting decorations up, putting decorations like this up, I have plenty of graphics that are just like this, plenty of like wall decor that I can put up where I got undisclosed location. But I have acquired a lot of things that I think that are cool that I want to put up on my wall because I want to make this my own space because it's a whole fucking house just for me. I want to make it my own space. I want to make it cool. I want to make it a place where people come to like hang out. I want to have parties. It sounds weird. Is that weird? I don't know. I'm also sort of stuck in this stint of like, I'm not in college, right? I graduated college. I'm 21. I would be in college if I was in a 4-year and I took a 4-year degree, but I'm not. I didn't do a 4-year degree. I'm 21, which is like everybody, like when you're 21, like you're either in your last year of college or in your few years into college. So like I have the college mindset in my head where like I want to have parties, I want to go out and I want to go to bars, I want to do all this shit. But I just feel like, I guess now this is me kind of trauma dumping. So if you're worried about if you don't care about that, then I guess skip forward. But like I graduated college. Great thing. Graduated 2-year degree in television video production. Obviously, I'm sitting in front of a camera right now. I am trying my best to do something with my degree. It's very hard to, but I don't know why I said that. That doesn't matter. But that's what this is. This is me trying to do something with my degree. But I also, at the same time, currently am. What was I gonna say? Dude, fucking, I always do that shit. I just start talking and then I stop. Oh yeah, I'm like, do I want to make this like a bachelor pad, or do I want to like make it a home? Because this isn't my house, dude. I mean, it is my house. It's the house I grew up in as a child. Like, I grew up in this house as a child, and this has been my house my entire life, but it's my parents' house in my head still. Until my mom leaves, and then it's my house. But it's just, I don't want it to be like a house. Because I have people over, I have my friends over, but they don't care if there's, like, fucking, like, flowers in the bathroom. They don't give a fuck if I have, like, fucking tampons under my sink. Like, that's a weird thing, but because why would I have tampons? That's weird. What's a tampon? It's a washcloth. It's a version. It's a brand of washcloths, right? Tampons. If that's the case, then I have tons of tampons, and I just don't necessarily. I mean, whatever. I don't know. I just want it to be. I want it to be my spot. And I know I don't gotta worry. I see TikToks, and I know I shouldn't be basing my life off TikToks, but then I see them and I'm like, oh well, you, I'm in my bathroom, like friendly, and like anybody could come in the bathroom and like take a fucking tampon out of the sink. Why do I keep on talking about fucking tampons? I gotta stop talking about tampons because I don't have any. I don't have any tampons. Why do you think that? I don't own tampons. Why would I own tampons? That's a girl thing. That's a girl thing, guys. Maybe know your fucking biology. That's a fucking woman thing. But yeah, so I currently am going to make this a fucking, not a college house, because that's weird, because I don't live in a college town. I'm not in college. I have friends that are in college, but I don't know. It's a tough stitch for me, because it's like, do I want to like make this my house? Do I want to make it cool? Do I want to make it a quote unquote bachelor pad, or do I want to make it a home? And, like, I don't care for it to be a home. I'm not starting a family. I'm 21. I don't even have a fucking girlfriend. I'm not worried about making this a fucking home. I want to make it my house. You know what? I just made the fucking decision. If you are sitting here and you're like, Kyle, make it a house. Put tampons in the sink. Wherever the fuck tampons go, they're not going to be in this house. If you're a woman, listen to me. I'm looking right into the camera right now. If you're a woman, and you want a tampon, fucking go next door to the old lady Elaine's house. And maybe that's my neighbor's name, Elaine. I don't know their last name, but go next door and get tampons from her. I don't have tampons. But you, if you want to hang out and have a fucking party, give me a call. I'll throw a few bangers at the old house. I'm kidding. Kind of? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I currently am in that debacle in my own head, but also at the same time, I want to make content out of this whole situation that I've been presented with. Obviously, like, I'm blessed. Obviously, like, I'm also not like crying about having my own spot. Some people get kicked out of their houses. Some people don't have the opportunity. It's also not like I'm not paying for this. I'm paying an undisclosed amount for this location. I'm not doing this for free. I should say that. I haven't been just gov. My house wasn't just given to me. Like, I actually am going to be paying for it. I could be with roommates. I could be doing all this other stuff and whatever. So, but I have plenty of rooms in this house, more rooms than one person needs. Enough rooms for my dog because my dog needs space to hang out. So that's also why I'm grateful that I have the house, because my dog can just freely do whatever the fuck she wants. But I have too many rooms, and I got to make something out of it. What? Make a gaming room? Make a podcast setup? I could do this on the reg. I could sit here in front of this fucking camera and do this on the reg, because if you're listening on audio, go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Kyle Ahonen. This will be up. If it's not up on YouTube yet, it will be. I got trips that I got planned, and I will be editing this on that trip. If you are listening to this, this was edited on my trip to Florida. That's my little segue. What a fucking segue, Kyle. I'm going to Florida twice this month. Well, now, and I'm once again, Kyle, you're complaining about going to Florida? No. Well, one, only because there's a fucking hurricane headed there. Actually, today. And I'm flying out there tomorrow. I'm going to Orlando for like 2 weeks, which will be fine. And then I'm going to Naples for a little over a week, something like that. It's for my job. I do event production. I'm a technician. That's a cooler word for it rather than I'm a technician for a event production company, and I go out to some of the national events and help tech it. Great. Being paid to travel is amazing. I one day dream that I will be paid to travel to locations that I would love to do, that I want to go to. Not that I don't want to go to these places. Like that's how I got the chance to go to Los Angeles. That's how I got the chance to go to Las Vegas. I haven't told my Las Vegas story. Nothing really happened in Las Vegas. One thing happened in Las Vegas, actually. Holy shit, I'm pissed off about this. Who out there knows what's his fucking name, dude? Oh, I want to know his name. I'm looking it up right now. What's his name? He's an Irish guy. His name is Tommy Lohan. Tommy fucking Lohan. If that's you, or if you know Tommy Lohan, I met him in Las Vegas. I'll set the fucking scene, right? Oh, I'm heated about this. Not that I'm heated, but I'm like, I'll set the scene for y'all, right? I'm gonna move because I want to move around for this. I'll set the scene. I'm sitting at a slot machine, right? I'm of age. I'm sitting at a slot machine, maybe had a few drinks in me. I'm a little drunk, okay? A little tipsy, because that happens because we do that when we're in Las Vegas, right? This guy, I'm with my coworker. My coworker's phone, he's sitting at a seat. The phone slips out of his pocket, falls on the floor. We don't notice it. We're playing slots or we're talking or something. This guy comes behind us, taps my coworker on the shoulder. He's like, oh, hey, your phone dropped. And then we're like, oh, dude, what a nice guy. He could have stole the phone, like all this bullshit. And then he sits down next to me. And I'm like, cool, what a guy. What a nice little friend. And then, so he sits down next to me, and then he's like, oh, you guys win and stuff? And I'm like, oh, actually, no. I kind of like I love meeting new people, especially people that want to be my friend. You'll soon learn that I unfortunately like to become friends with people too much. I'm too much of a friendly Midwestern guy. But this guy sits down next to me, and he says something along the lines of, oh, you guys winning? And we're like, yeah, well, up and down, like, you know how you are. And then he's like, oh, yeah, I wish and we're like, well, what about you? And he's like, oh, I wish I was. Oh, my bank card's not working. Hold on, my camera's about to die. I gotta replace the battery. So he sits next to us. He's like, oh, you guys you doing stuff? And we're like, yeah, kind of. And then he's like, oh, my bank card's not been working. And then he's like, oh, yeah, I got here today. I'm in Vegas. He's Irish, by the way. This is an Irishman. Irish. Scottish. Whatever. He's Irish. And he's like, so everybody know Irishmen are nice guys, right? They're supposed to be like beer and bullshit. So whatever. They're sitting here and then they're like, oh, I'm a few, holy shit. Take a second, Kyle. Breathe for about 2 minutes. And then we're like, oh, that sucks. Like, I'm not going to offer you money. Like, is that what you're trying to get me to offer you money? I'm nice. He learns that we're from Wisconsin. He might be like, oh, man, nice the Midwestern people. Maybe. My friends are like, okay, cool. They're like, oh, what a guy. And I'm like, cool. And then he's like, oh, whatever. We have a conversation. He's from Europe. I've just came back from Europe. So therefore, we have a connection. So I talked to him about that because I like to have a conversation with people. So I found a common interest and I ran with it and I just kept talking to the guy. And then he goes, this is what he says. He's like, oh, you got some money you can spare me? I have money in my wallet, as somebody normally does while they're in a place such as Las Vegas. But what I don't like to do with that money is give it to random people. So I was like, if you give me money. So he's like, yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, dude, I'll give you my brother's PayPal. Like, we can PayPal, you can PayPal request him. And then he's sleeping right now because he's in Ireland. So, but I'll wake him up and give you your money. And then originally it's $20, right? And then I'm sitting there. I'm like, all right. All right. I'm drunk. When I'm drunk, I like to give people money. Don't take that to heart. I'm trying to work on it. And this is the second time it's happened. Normally it's homeless people on the street, but at this point it's an Irishman in Las Vegas who just wants to play some slots. He just wants to play some fucking slots, and I can't. And he's like, so whatever. By the way, he bumps it up to 40, which in theory, thinking about it, maybe I shouldn't have accepted. Maybe I shouldn't have sat there and was like, hey, you're right. You do need $20 more, actually. So whatever, this scammer, Tommy Lohan, I'm name dropping one because I don't think it's his actual name. That is the reason I'm name dropping. I don't think it's his real name. He could not be from Ireland. This guy could have created a fake story. He said he's from Ireland. He has an Irish accent, but he said he lived in Switzerland. That doesn't make any sense. How are you from Ireland, but live in Switzerland, but from Ireland? And then whatever, dude. It pisses me off, but also like, oh, I got to finish the story. So whatever, I gave him $40. This was the night before I was leaving. And then he walks away, and then he PayPal requested me about $40. So I gave him $40 in cash because I had $40 in cash at the time. So I gave him the money, and then I turned to my friends, and I'm like, anyways, Vegas, right? And they're like, Kyle, dude, that guy just totally just swindled you. Like, you totally just got scammed. And I'm like, what? And I start crying. I'm just kidding. But I was like, no, he was a nice guy. He'll give you the money. Remember, he gave me his Instagram. He did. He did give me his Instagram, and he was very nice about it. He was very nice about giving me his Instagram, and he has not since accepted my follow request, and that was about a month ago. So unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be friends on Instagram, and I don't think I'm going to have a place to stay in Ireland. So whatever, I got $40 out of me, and my friends are like, oh, Kyle, he totally just scammed you. I'm like, he scammed me, and you knew that was happening? You were sitting right next to me, and you heard me give this man money, and you didn't. And I'm like, I'm at this point, like, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I'm being devil's advocate. I'm like, mate, he probably is going to give you the money. He actually only requested me $20, then got another 40 out, got me another 20 out of me because I was just silly. And so anyways, the next morning I'm at the airport by myself because my flight was out different from my coworkers. So I was sitting in the airport by myself, and I was like, I'm not stupid. He's probably trying to get a free $20 out of me. I'm gonna re-request $20. So I requested $40 from this guy, not Tommy Lohan, his brother, apparently. His brother also doesn't have the same last name as him. Why? Well, wouldn't that be the case? Anyways, so Mr. Lohan walks away. My friends are like, he scammed you. I'm like, no, he didn't. I'm at the airport. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm just hoping and praying that, like, maybe this guy will give me money. Maybe he'll be a nice guy and give me the cash that I deserve. Unfortunately, I never get that money, and the PayPal my flight lands in Milwaukee from Las Vegas, and I got a little rejected notification from PayPal. And it's fine. I lost $40 in that sense. It was $40 in cash. It was my per diem. It was not that important to me. It was my money, of course, but like I learned my lesson. It was bound to happen. It was gonna happen. And honestly, at this point, I think I'm gonna get good karma from it. I think I'm gonna gain experience, and I'm gonna gain good karma from it because of the fact that, like, I deserved it. I deserved that money. And he deserved that money in some weird way. Maybe like his mom was dying and he couldn't just straight up beg for money. I don't know. I'd like to be devil's advocate. I'd hope that he's actually using it for good and not actually going around, because he looked like such a nice guy. Whatever. So that's my little I got scammed in Las Vegas story. But I also am going to Florida. So hopefully pray for me that I will be in Florida by the time this is out. I will be gone from Florida by the time this is out. I'm going to need some stuff to do in Florida. I'm going to be gone all month, essentially. So maybe I'll record another one. I personally have no qualms with this man. I'm a little mad at him, but whatever. Hopefully it doesn't happen to me again. in this upcoming trip. I'm going to Orlando, just taking another dance event in Orlando, and then another dance event in Naples. Naples, I heard, is way prettier than Orlando, because Orlando's inland. Naples is on the coast, but there is a hurricane happening right now, so it could be fully destroyed by the time you guys are seeing this. So, oops. So, anyways, I also do plan on recording when actually out there. One of my coworkers listens to this podcast. Shout out Coleman. He wants to be on, so I will be recording an episode with him. One microphone. I don't have another microphone. I need a whole mixer setup if I want another microphone. But shout out Coleman. He will be on one of the next episodes. Look out for that if you are a fan of Coleman, I guess. And then, yeah, honestly, we've only been going for 38 minutes. Another thing that I learned about myself, I don't know, I'm just trying to find bullshit to talk about. It's been about 40 minutes. If you want to see more of Kyle, if you want to hear more of Kyle, I urge you to subscribe to my YouTube. I promise stuff will be going out on there. There's a bunch of shorts out there you can watch of me. There's a whole vlog that I just made. It's about like 6 minutes. It's not crazy long. Sit down and watch it. Sit down, mute it, and push your fucking laptop to the wall, and then just click and refresh. Give me those views, even if you don't care, because it just helps me out a lot. And once again, listening to this, subscribing to my YouTube channel, and doing all that you can to support me. If you do want to support me, if you don't want to support me, don't worry about it. I literally don't care. I don't post as much as I want to. So therefore, if you don't support me, I fully understand, because you're probably so irritated. Kyle, I want you to post. I want you to do this. And I just don't do it. But shout out. I gotta stop doing shout outs. People gotta pay me for their shout outs. Yeah, there's a dog screaming. Speaking of dogs, I gotta go walk mine. Shout out. Fuck, Kyle, stop doing shout outs. I didn't bring my I have a little box that like I play little tunes out of every once in a while, but yeah, there's nothing much I can plug. I don't have any stories yet from Florida. That'll come soon, hopefully. And look out for my next one. Hopefully my next one will have a guest. My next couple will have a guest. We'll see. And I'm making more vlogs. I know a lot of people have been waiting for it. Said no one. I've been waiting for it. My friends, I made vlogs in high school. My vlogs I made in high school were very cringe. If you would like to watch them, you can, but I urge you, do not judge me. I hear a lot of quotes a lot. It's like the YouTuber with 1 million subscribers isn't going to judge you for posting your first video. The guy who can't get off his couch and thinks he's better than you and will never post a YouTube video in his life will make fun of you for making that first video. And that's something that I think, like, a lot of my friends and a lot of the people I talk to honestly just support me a lot. And it's weird because I have there's this stigma around, like, I'm worried that I'm going to get judged for it. But like, if you're judging me, then get out of my life. If you're judging me, then like there's something that you want to do that you haven't done. I don't know. Don't take your anger out on me. I'm trying to live my dream. I'm trying to do something different. I'm trying to do something that somebody around me, I have not seen a YouTuber that's popular come out of Milwaukee. If there is a few, but I want to be one of the first. I want to be the guy on the list. I want my name to be on the wall at my high school saying, this guy went to our high school. You know this guy? Yeah, he went to our high school. How's that? Is that going to work? Who knows? But I will try. I'm working on it, and I'm doing my best to do that. So, yeah. Work was fine. Work hopefully will be fine, because I'll be working for the next 2 weeks, maybe month straight for this little trip. I'm also going to Minnesota soon to do a little party, hang out with my cousins, and I'm bringing some friends over there. So that'll be fun. I'll have a lot of stories soon. Stick around, please. It'll be worth it in the end. And if you have questions, DM me. Thank you for watching. I would like you guys to follow and subscribe to this YouTube channel. It's on YouTube, video version on YouTube. I'm going to try and do a consistent video version. Low-key, I might do one with my my coworker. I'm just talking out loud. Now I'm just thinking out loud. I got to end this podcast before it gets too weird. All right, bye, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. And that was a fake fart noise that Cody Ko does. I also do that a lot with my coworker Sean. He does a very good one. Shout out Sean for doing fart noises. All right, bye.